1 week to Halloween, a week and a day. My name is psychictorre, and welcome to the spooky Halloween, Spooktacular Halloween show. Welcome. Let's see if we can turn this back on to a. There I am. Hello, lovelies. Hello. Ooh, living dead girl. Welcome. Okay. Whew. Turn that out. Turn it out, everybody. Thanks for being here. And let me get that. Okay. Lovely. Lovely. I'm just waiting for all you people to show up. Thanks for being here on this spooktacular Halloween, spooktacular show, scary show. And tonight I'm going to tell some stories. Hello. Okay, as well as do some emoji reading games, and I've got some psychic merch. All you Libras out there, if you're looking for a mug, this might be your mug. And made from yours truly. Got the Celtic witch music going on here. Okay, could be a little more fierce, but I think you want to hear me, right? So welcome everyone to the show. My name is psychictorre. Thanks for being here. I'm just going to tune in to see what's going on. If you are welcome to chat, but I'm going to talk to you about a few things that I am presenting to you all. So it is the Magickal, as we say, the Magickal pop-up event happened yesterday, and the Magickal pop-up show tonight, the Spooktacular show. I'm going to turn this down just a wee bit. We're going to talk. There we go. Got the flashes going on in the background. So, some of you know that I do read by Skype or Zoom or FaceTime or Messenger and phone and so on, besides in person. And I do take PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and other cards as well. I do have a place. I do live location work. And also, just so you know, I am a veteran reader with Universal Studios. That's right. Very long time, 23 years. Yes. Casadega, about 25, and 6 of it at the hotel. And I'm independent now, so you'll see me this coming November for Gala Days. Woo! That'll be fun. So, at the Spooktacular sale, I'm talking about packages for some of you who might want to have readings or purchase readings or classes or sessions of other kinds, like chakra balancing and past life healing, because I call it healing. That's what it's about, healing. I have some really unique packages for you, and we'll go over some of them. The Velvet membership. We have the Purple membership, the Velvet membership, and the Velvet Gold membership. As you can see, I love Halloween. I celebrate it almost all month long, and as one of my lady reader friends, she said, girl, Halloween is every day. Every day. For me. And, I try not to live in the macabre all the time. I think, sometimes we have to just adjust our seating. And I got my heavy-duty amethyst crystal with me at my table. And got spiritual merch as well, psychic, magical merch. Like I said, I got these mugs, and they're $10. But if you purchase a package, I'll knock it down. I'll drop the price just for you. Okay, so I am going to list on the show page later all of the deals. Didn't get a chance to earlier today. It was a Magical Monday. So, I've got things like deals like the mug and a sticker deal, or a t-shirt and mug deal. And for those of you who like really cool things, like just saying, like ash catchers, I do have them. Yes, I do. Make them myself. And we've got all kinds of things. And how many of you are like about basic witches? Got t-shirts and mugs just like this. Miniature little mini house cleansing kits, or even office cleansing kits, car cleansing kits. You never know when you get that icky vibe, all that ick that you got to clear off. So, so the memberships are really cool because you can use them for yourself or you can cash them in, gift them to others. We'll bank it, keep track of everything in a ledger so we know, a ledger by computer and old world, because I do not trust the digital world 100%. Things can happen. That's why we always use the old world, old way. Okay, so with that package number 1, you can get a half-hour session or break it into 2 mini readings, 15-minute sessions, along with a class and some merch. You can get, let me see how much merch can you get. You can get $10 worth of merch, and that's just anything. I've got really cool sage bundles and the cauldron. So, and I've got my special magical joy bags. Joy, love, money, and health. So joy, love, money, and health. I put them on the altar. You cannot just purchase them and click and like that. Give me your name and the intention. I do not do love spells or spells to hurt people. These are intention bags to carry on your person or put under your pillow and so on. So there. So then we'll talk about our Velvet membership. That includes a 45-minute session, or you can do a half hour and 15 minutes, break it up. You can get 2 classes and 3 classes. No, 2 classes and $25 in merch. I had to look without my glasses for a second. No squinting. Hi, Sasha, how are you, my love? Happy early Halloween. I may be able to do one more show before Halloween, but I want to get the Spooktacular all happening right now. So anyway, we've got a lot of things to talk about tonight. I'm going to talk about a spooky story, okay? Because I just feel it's justifiable. I might tell more than 1 or 2, actually. And let's see what else. I'm going to give out a couple mini messages. So I got my little purple glasses in case I need to really look. And I do hope that you can hear me all right. So Miss Sasha, if you're there and you're live with me, just let me know by typing in. Let me know if you can hear me nice and clearly, or if the music's just right or too loud, whatnot. Let me know. All right, sister. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. So many people come out of the woodworks and, like I said, I've said in my other, I got to adjust my stand. Sorry, folks. Okay. They come out of the woodworks. They want to be a witch. They want to try all these things. They want to play the Ouija board and everything. And I'm just like here to tell you, folks, unless you know, wonderful. Thank you. Unless you know what it means, got to turn my little, thing off here, my little, I don't know why that's still kicking. Oh, how we do it? Unless you know what it means to open and close energy. Thank you. Open and close energy. You don't want to play around with things like the cards and the Ouija board and not know how it goes. All right. I'm glad you're doing so great. So happy to hear that. Hey, happy times. So, please be advised that this is not the time to pretend you're a witch, you're a psychic. Just have a good time, dress up, pass out candy, go to parties, do things. Got more spooky merch for you here, folks. A spooky mug. Yours truly makes them. That's right. You have to hand wash them, but they are so worth it. I have one young lady, she got one last year, and she says she still uses it all the time on the weekends for her breakfast drinks. So that's really cool. So let's see. I don't know. I'm going to look and see what cards I want to use tonight. So if anybody gets a little sassy, I got a witch, please. Witch, please. All right. So don't get sassy on me, people, tonight. If you're viewing, view with respect. View with respect. I kind of feel like we need to break out these. I haven't used these for a while. Let's see. I was going to use the White Witch Tarot, but feeling a little more like my goddess tarot. And the goddess tarot, there you go. They're all from different cultures and whatnot, so as well with different goddesses. So I do hope that we'll get to play the emoji game tonight. If you want to write, give me a spooky emoji like a ghost. Spooky, yes. I just saw a new show, by the way, on Hulu, like a series, and I've been in a movie, so I can tell you, I'm not a fan of shaking up territory and trying to invoke energy for spirits. I don't try to taunt energies because that's just not cool. Not cool, folks. So I was in this movie called The Other Side, and produced by Kyle Kubitz, and I still talk with Kyle today, and that's just a hello from Ohio, Julia. Thank you for being here. Okay, back to my story. So, yeah, I don't have ADHD. Just kind of got excited. I saw another name popping up and said Ohio. So I was in this movie called The Other Side. And we're driving along, and of course, it's all about, like, they're taking me to a location, and I was supposed to find something. And I said, well, locating is not my absolute specialty, but I can do it in a pinch. And sometimes I can remote view and see if, missing people, missing animals, and so on. So, of course, they took me to a cemetery. Ah, a cemetery. Oh, no. No. But I did find the unmarked grave. So it's in a movie. It's called The Other Side. You can look it up on YouTube. Kyle Kubitz. And I don't know if I have it on one of my playlists, but I am an IMDb now because of that movie. And on podcasts and other things, Torre Rock. So, just having a fun time in October. We try to pretend we have fall in Florida because that's where I'm live streaming from, is Florida. And it was fall for about 5 minutes. Now it's back to hot, sweaty. People go, how do you wear all that makeup and those things? I'm like, you just get acclimated to sweating after a while, and you adjust. You just adjust. So I have a Halloween tree. I have my lights, and one of my friends was over and said, "Oh, you don't have a whole lot of stuff out?" I'm like, no, because I got good stuff, and my good stuff doesn't come out till the week of or the night before. Some of the big guns. So, spooky stories, they're all in a psychic's life, unfortunately, especially if you're a medium. But I did see this really cool series on Netflix. I'll have to look it up to see what the name is. And they were not trying to antagonize the spirits. I was so relieved because I am so tired of these ghost hunter shows. And, they try to provoke, and, people who've been there for a long time in that place. And it's like, it's so not necessary. When people communicate with me in spirit, even people I don't know, which has happened a time or two, when they do that, I'm not trying to call on them. I'm not invoking them or poking at them and trying to demand that they show me a yes or no and all that. I can hear them just fine, thank you. They give me a lot of messages. One was in the house tonight after I shut off my TV. Boom, I was getting ready. The TV came back on. I'm like, not tonight. Not tonight. We got a show to do. Got to get ready. Ha! So, yes, the emoji game. We're going to play it. So, since Sasha's got a spooky ghost out, Sasha, I'm going to give you a message from the Goddess Tarot. Are you ready, my love? Are you ready? So, that's one spooky story. Oh, and by the way, when I found the unmarked spot, something really crazy and creepy happened. You'll have to look at the movie and see for yourself. But it was a confirmation, if you will, about what's going on and what happens. And you just can't make that stuff up. It happens on its own. Okay, Sasha, I have the 8 of Cups with you, which is in reverse, which is actually a really good way to have that card because you can see if it was this way, she would be walking away. Yes, I got silvery nails tonight. She would be walking away, my love. But it doesn't look like you're walking away. It doesn't look like that at all. And so I'm happy for you. You're being brave. You're stepping into the love zone, and looks like things are just, they're working in a way that you need some happiness in your life too, okay? So I'm excited for you. Happy for you. Woohoo! So I'm going to leave you with that, Sasha. 8 of Cups in reverse. All right. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Daryl. Hi, how are you? And I see all kinds of happy people coming into the show. And I'm so glad that you can hear me much better here. And I tried to do a quick Spooktacular sale, and I'll post all the merch links down below afterwards. So, I'm just getting into the whole vibe of October and Halloween, and I got my black and red hair on tonight. And if you know me, if you're just watching for the first time, here's something you need to know. I will change hair colors like the wind, okay? And I love to dress up. I love costumes. So I'm one of those psychics. I don't really have any desire to come off looking like a little Mother Nature trippy girl, who I am lacto-ovo vegan, but I still have fish and fowl. Okay, so there are, I'm not a hippie, and nothing against them, because I have many friends who are the hippie tree huggers, but that is not my thing. It's not my look, not my vibe at all. I'm Showtime girl, showbiz. So, well, anyway, so that's what I can tell you about some of the fierce looks that I will come on and put on and wear for the shows. And we have a good time. We're not worried about anything. Let's see. Oh, I'll tell you another little spooky story. It happened when I was a little girl, and I lived in a centennial home in Ohio. So we're going to get to Julia next, who's an Ohio viewer and friend. So in Ohio, I lived in this very old house, and it was just one of the older houses in town. And I guess there was a little boy who lived there at one time, and he had some mental health issues, and there were not places to take your child to get assistance or anything. And they used to do some really stupid things to, keep him away from people who visited, lock him in a closet, and do these things. I found out the stories later, but when I was little, every time it rained, oh wait, I should have special effects for this. Every time it rained and thundered and lightning, this little boy, yes, I would see this little boy outside in the rain looking in through the window. And his little hands would be like this. And I could see eyes and like, let me in, let me in. Apparently he did not like the rain. So really interesting. I saw him way back when. And then one day when I got kind of brave enough to ask my mom about, was there a little boy that used to live in this house? And she knew the stories because she grew up in that town. So she knew all the stories. So they didn't make a big fuss out of it. They didn't act like, oh, we have a psychic child. Nothing. They let it alone totally. And so anyway, going on into, that's another spooky story. That's a real life spooky story from my upbringing. And then the first one, of course, was in my adult years. So Julia, I'm going to come to you now, my friend. And just so you know, let's see, in case you missed it, I got my Basic Witch mug, and I have a matching tee. Basic Witch. Yes, I make them. So if you'd like one, you can order one through, I'm going to put them up on the website when we update, but I'm also going to put the links, and that's the t-shirt. You can have a Basic Witch shirt. Remember, folks, just like puppies and bunnies, witches aren't just for one holiday. So if you're one, or if you really like the witchy thing, be proud. Be proud. There are a lot of people who used to be what they call silent and in quiet, in silence, but I'm not that person. I'm loud and proud now. So, Julia, I'm going to come to you, my love. Hello. Julia, you got a card popping right out here from the Goddess Tarot. Oh, look at you. Julia, you got the Two of Pentacles. And it's an East Indian woman in the Pentacles. So you could see for yourself. You got a little ring light glare, sorry. Okay, so you got the Two of Pentacles. You're balancing. This is balance time. So make sure that when you purchase something, you give away something, you balance life out. This is what I'm hearing. It's sort of like the give and take. If you've lived in your house a long time like me, you know whenever you go to the store and you buy a lot of new things, what should you do? Should you go through your closet and your dresser drawers and get rid of some things and make space? Absolutely. So the Two of Pentacles is all about, the give and take of life. And it's also, in your case, I feel like the balancing act and letting go, releasing things to make room for new things. So that is what I have for you, Julia. So I'm going to leave you with that. Love, light, and blessings. All right. So, spooky merch. I got to show you another cool thing that I made. Besides the specially charged and wrapped sage bundles, I have my Nevermore plates. How many of you love the gothic poetry, the gothic writing? So Nevermore, we got the Nevermore plates. If you want to claim one of those, just message me on my Facebook or Instagram and let me know. I'll send you the link. I'll try to post the links later here. Okay, so anyway, like clear all that energy out. Clear. That's another thing. Like I said, if you're in so much as in the spooky spirit of things, this is not exactly the time to play tarot reader if you're not a tarot reader. Reaching down, getting other merch, sorry. If you're not a tarot reader, this is not the time to pretend you're one and like a gypsy and I'm just going to shuffle these cards and throw them out. Because if you don't know how to open and close the energy, clear the area, you're playing with fire. So please don't. Please just try to be respectful because this is all about energy. You don't even necessarily have to use cards. But please think about that next time someone says, oh, we'd like you to bring cards and play fortune teller at our party. Well, I read for parties. I have one this Saturday coming up, actually, and some weekend events. And, but they look me up, and I have pedigree. So, yeah, I've been a reader a long time, 30 plus years in the public. So, to me, this is about energy, all about energy, yours, mine, and all around. So I respectfully read with people with energy. I don't share their stories unless they say, go ahead and tell that story because I can't believe you saw that, okay? That's different. But it's sacred. So it's an energy thing. It's all about respect for the art, the mystic arts. So speaking of mystic arts, got some cool little gem bags. I got the Om bag over here. Om. If you're interested in my membership packages, you can get, I'll throw one of these in. Hello. Bleeding Heart, anyone? Bleeding Heart. And of course, the spider for creativity. These were special ones that I made for events during this time of the year. And of course, we cannot forget our pentagram. I have a nice shiny purpley pouch, purple. And then absolutely, I have a mug this way and a pouch, white, black with the white. So no, these are not old pouches, but just the velvet kind of reflects a little against the ring. So just letting you know, these are some of the wonderful deals. So if you purchase a reading or the package deal, the purple membership, the velvet membership, or the velvet gold, and I will post them on this page and on my website and on the Facebook and Instagram page. So, that's something to think about because you never know when you might need to pick up a little something. It's not on an auto charge like every month I charge you this. No, you purchase the package until you use up all the dollars, the velvet dollars, and then you can, we'll work out whatever you want arrangement for reading or merch or classes, including my ebooks. So, and then we'll work that out. If you want to gift something to someone, let me know, and I'll just mail it straight to them or read for them. Okay, so let's see who else is in the house. Do I have to use my glasses? Probably. Okay. Ah, that's scary. Okay, our spookies tonight, and thank you, Daryl and Lisa, for being here. So I got a couple new people popping in, and thank you for showing up. It's all very good, and share this page with others. The more, the merrier. So let's see. What do I have? I will do Daryl first, and I'll do Lisa second. I know it's usually ladies before gents, but that's what I'm hearing. Okay. All right, Daryl. I'm going to do this one more time. They're telling me, shuffle hard, shuffle hard. Okay, Daryl. Daryl, here it is. Okay, the Six of Pentacles, and it's in reverse, actually. It was in reverse. Six of Pentacles, and these are the Goddess Tarot. They said all the pentacles deal with the East Indian goddesses. So we have here, the six is usually like being the benefactor, the helper. And when I see the six in reverse, you're saying, let's have a plan, shall we? Can we organize? Can we master the plan before, I have to get involved in my financial help or financial aspects? Let's make a plan. So the six is the number of plan. It's also the peacekeeper, but when I see it reversed, it means there needs to be some peace. Okay, so there. That was pretty straightforward, straight shot. So I'm going to leave that with you, Daryl. Love, light, and blessings. Lisa, coming to you. All right, my love. You have fertility, and that is the Empress. Number 3, the Master, that's in the Major Arcana. All right, and so with your energy, it's gonna talk about growth, because that's the number 3 is about growth, expansion, magic, and all these things that are about giving birth to something new. I am not going to attempt her name because I would not want to shame myself. Estesanate Leai, I believe. So that's as close as I can get for her name. But as you see, she is really standing in an archway between worlds. Reminds me a little about Lisa and all of her things happening right now. In one area, we have like that whole kind of like a desert in the background, and then she's coming through this archway. As she's walking through, it seems like everything is starting to grow around her. So there are, the number 3 is, like I said, blessings, growth, the goddess number. And so it looks like fertility, time, the mother energy, of course, is the 3. And you just have to understand that with that is it's a blessing. So even in between the worlds right now that you may be in, you're being known as the mother, the nurturer, the one who be giving blessings and is blessed. So I'm going to leave that with you. I feel like a 3 vibe was coming through, like the 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 days, something of that effect is happening for you. So I'm going to leave you with that, my love, with love, light, and blessings. Namaste. Okay, so I was talking a little bit about the merch and I have a spooky mug. Where is my little spooky mug? Oh, here's a happy spooky mug. So if you purchase a reading with me, VenusInVelvet1111. If you're local, we'll connect. You'll get a mug. And if you're wanting to purchase a package online, let me know, and I will ship that to you, or ship any of these mugs that you see listed below. Okay. So anyway, let's see what else. We're talking about spooky stuff. That's right. Talked about the movie I was in, The Other Side, the house I grew up in Ohio. Let me see. How about the hotel that I used to read at in Casadega? The Casadega Hotel. And they're having very spooky, scary stuff happening right now, okay? Um, yeah, Scott from Sinatra's, the owner of the restaurant, he likes to really gore it up, and this is about as gory as I get, kind of gothic. But they go all out, haunted house, the whole 9 yards. I threw one of my first witches' balls there, years and years ago, and it was, it was cool. And he was really supportive, and the owner of the hotel, she was very supportive. And I was there for about almost 6 years, and then my journey was over. I chose to take a solo path, and I've not regretted it, or not regretted the time I was there. Now, we do know about the lady of the hotel, so if you're ever inclined to go spend the night at the hotel, and you're not just allowed to traipse upstairs where rooms are, there are rooms down below as well, you have to have a room booked to be upstairs, to go upstairs. Readers are upstairs as well as downstairs. So certain rooms are off limits, but they do have in town, they have nightly orb tours. They also have ghost tours. And Casadega used to kind of shy away from all of that, but not now. They embrace it. Thank goodness. Thank goddess. Okay? So I'm happy that I go out there about once a quarter to do gala days. I'll be there November 18th, which is a Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I will be doing mini readings or smaller readings, actually, at the Reverend Tom Berkner Educational Building, right off Stevens in Casadega. So I hope to see you all out there for that. And if you need me before that, you know how to connect with me. Go on the website. I have the booking site listed as well. Well, so the lady of the hotel, getting back to that spooky story, the lady of the hotel, I did not know her name, and I guess I never asked, and I should have. And like I said, I'm a very cautious person when it comes to, I don't want spirits to feel like I'm invoking them or pestering them. A lot of times they would come to me. So one day I was just kind of in a little, meditative zone coming out of my office, and I'd never seen that lady, and all of a sudden she walked right like this at the end of the hall for me to, and she stopped and looked at me and nodded her head. So there is a picture of her that an English medium drew and gave to the hotel, and they have it on a shelf upstairs. So it is the lady of the hotel. Hair all pulled up, and she had all white long dress, high neck, very 1800s looking. So yeah, the lady of the hotel. Okay. So anyway, I appreciate all of you who are tuning into the show, and I will have to take a moment and see any comments or new people here and see what we see. I've got my Celtic music going on. No, this is not blood, just water. So funny things happen to psychics when we do readings for people. Sometimes I will remember, here's another quickie story. Universal Studios, where I still read, but we don't do the Halloween Horror Nights anymore. But there was a drunk girl showed up, all in voodoo, had a big voodoo stake and everything. And she said, I got to have my friend sit with me, because I won't remember anything you're telling me. Why do you want to dream? Why do you want a reading when you're drunk? I don't know. So I just closed my eyes. I go into the whole message from spirit thing first. And I opened my eyes to get ready to give her reading with the cards. And she is like stone cold sober. And she says, I don't know what you did, but I'm wide awake. I am not drunk. Wow, what was that all about? I said, I don't know. I trance out. I just channel. So I said, so I guess your friend doesn't have to sit here now, right? She goes, nope, he doesn't have to. I'm listening. I am listening. So funny things happen like that, you know. Maybe spirit speaks through us as we are channels. We are just the messengers. And the most important thing about all this is that it is about energy. So it must have done something to her to change her vibration, change her energy. And she was really listening after that. And I guess I blew her buzz, but I don't know if she went back and got any more alcohol, but that was interesting. So I'm going to see who else is here. Got to put on the spooky glasses. Hello. Okay. Hi, Japuda. Hello. Okay. I don't know what that means. Three Somes. I don't know what that means. Three Somes. Psalms. Three Psalms. Maybe you can rephrase that. I'm not sure what you're saying. Okay. And Autumn, thank you for that. That's very sweet. The compliment. uh, I don't know. How many spirits are in the hotel? That's a good question. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, as I am not an employee anymore of the hotel, I could probably speak a little more freely. Besides the lady of the hotel, I'm on my balance ball. Sorry, I'm going to have to adjust. There we go. Have to adjust. Well, she was a good spirit. There was a time when I first got there, I heard clinking glasses and giggling outside of my office. And I had a little corner spot on the edge of the hotel, you know, up above. And all of a sudden I heard these women laughing and giggling, laughing and giggling. And I opened the door. I didn't have anyone with me in session. And I opened the door and no one was there. Wow. Imagine that. So it turned out I went downstairs a little later and get ready for lunch. And I asked the owner, what's up with the, giggling, laughing ladies? I heard clinking glasses and laughing ladies. And she said, oh, those are the three ladies. Do tell. Okay, so they were spirit women who laughed and giggled and they liked to imbibe, and I guess they just like to hang out at the hotel and have a good time. There are also spirits that are naughty spirits. There was actually a closed off bathroom in the hallway for, pit stop moments for people if they were, I don't know, if they were waiting for somebody and their bathroom was being used by somebody and they really had to go. I don't know what the story is with that, but that was sealed shut. Of course, yours truly had to ask again, what was that all about? And apparently a tulpa was created. So we'll have to talk about tulpas on another show. Tulpas they connect, they're made of energy. They're summoned and created through energy and not usually very good. I've had experiences with people who've had tulpas in their home or in a room where they had a roommate that was a really bad roommate and they were asked to leave, but the heavy funk was there. So a tulpa is created from negative energy, from sorrow, sadness, or even anger or evil, people who want to be seeking revenge. So there was this energy in that bathroom and it was dark because someone tried to open it and they had it sealed, and it was just like people would get nauseous if they try to mess with the door and everything. That was sealed for a reason. Not all portals are meant to be left open, people. Some people do the work and get rid of that portal, and there's a reason. There are a lot of different spirits in the hotel. Some are random. They come and go, like transient spirits, just like transient people. Some are also, like this is one of their favorite little hot spots. Oh, let's go back to the hotel. Like the three ladies. I called them the three Marlenas after a while because they like to have a little cocktail and drink. And then, of course, there's Arthur. Arthur was a caretaker of the bar and restaurant, and he was a musician, and he played poker, and I found out a lot about Arthur. In fact, Arthur tried to he wasn't real sure about, wasn't really sure about Sinatra's owner. And so he was leaving messages on the fax machine from the 1800s or the 1900s or the early 1900s. And that hotel's like, I think, 1886. And I believe he was there maybe in the 40s, if I'm not mistaken. But I told the owner of the restaurant, you have to make nice with Arthur. Okay, there are things he wants. So then after a while, he dedicated the bar mirror and said Arthur's Place. That was really cool. So it is nice it is good to pay homage to spirits too. In a Voodoo and Houdon religion, they're in even Santeria. We're talking about being respectful to the spirits. If you ask favor for something, then yes, you should absolutely pay homage, leave a gift, a blessing, gratitude, anything of this nature, because, you're connecting with them. Maybe you're asking them for help or assistance. Some just only want a thank you. Some spirits, there are the Orishas and things like that. It's a whole different world. But if you leave a little something, just like you do for the Fae, I leave a shiny dime. I leave something sweet like cookies, and they take the essence off of it. So there's tons of stories that I know about spirits. And used to be when I did my radio show back in the day, and I had one. You can find those episodes on iTunes, Venus in Velvet. And, there were a couple times I would hear doors slamming through my headphones. Slam, slam. And I was in a totally soundproofed area. Nobody was slamming doors. It was absolutely other dimensions of spirits stepping in. So I thought that was really cool, really different way. And they knew I was the medium. They had the light over my head, apparently. And I think that everybody has their way they connect in with spirits. And every spirit has a way they connect in with spirit people who are highly open. Okay. Now, do I stay on 24/7? No. No. Nope. The blind comes down. Okay. True enough, the blind comes down. Now, there have been a time or two where the roller blind opened up, and I believe it was because I was supposed to see something. I needed to see it for my own benefit, my own safety, or to see deeper into a situation I just wasn't getting on the human level. Okay, so, I've got classes coming up if you're interested in learning more about all what I teach. And I will have video recorded classes, Zoom classes coming. If you purchase classes and it's a pre-recorded one, then you may have a session where you get to ask questions, just a little 15-minute Q&A about the class or anything you have a question on. So I've worked on developing these packages for your convenience and mine. So let's just say that in November 4th on Saturday in DeLand, Florida, at a place called Soul Needs, I will be teaching palmistry. And it's just my introduction to palmistry with some examples and some streamlined things. And then if you're interested in purchasing the palmistry classes, then you may do so after. So that's a really good deal. That's only $25. So I think that's pretty much in everybody's, pocketbook for all my years of experience. Oh yes, I see what you're saying about the little girl. There are children spirits at the hotel, Sasha. Yeah. Oh, I even saw a Native American man. Yeah. So spirits come and go anywhere you go. And did you know that a mirror is a portal? Did you know a window is a portal? Doors. If you have anything that lines up in your home or office where it's a door to door or a window going to another window, that's a portal. In the Jewish faith, in the Hebrew faith, when someone is sitting shivas, when someone passes, they cover all the mirrors. Why? Mirrors are the portals. Mirrors are the way the deceased can show up. I had a picture I took of my mother's mirror when she repainted the bathroom, and my father was in the mirror, a reflection of him in the mirror. So, and this was after he passed. So, yes, mirrors are portals. So, that's what I can share with you about the spooky world that we're in right now. And I always say there ain't nothing more spooky than people in the waking world doing stupid things. So, what did I say? I went to Kmart. Listen to me, Walmart on a Saturday. That was pretty spooky. I shield up and I clear when I come home. So, not many times I go to the big stores. Usually I order ahead of time and then just have it put in my car, just because of the energy. I don't need to absorb any extra energy like that, because all kinds of things happen in those big superstores. So, if you're interested in having a private session with me, VenusInVelvet1111, or the link listed below, Visibook.com /psychictorre. And if you'd like a mini message when we do the emoji game, you just got to listen carefully to what the emoji is, and we'll play. I'll read for you. I'll give you a message. Until next week, my friends, stay spooky, stay happy, stay positive, and stay clear and shielded. And know that I love you, and I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Tell your friends about the show, and I'm going to keep pushing forward here on YouTube, because apparently the reception is amazing, clear. It won't keep shutting down and fluttering. I did it on Facebook for quite a while, and I'm like, nope, no more. So I'm just going to say to you with all of that, thank you again for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And stay safe until next week on All Hallows Eve. Know that I'm here for you, and that, oh, hello. I'm here for you. Another spirit sound there. And that I'll be back. So until then, take care.